sweeps.
Check 99. Check 31. Check 31.
Hey.
Banjo. Hey. Alert. Mike's 50.
Get it.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I got you, son.
Hit it.
From the gun, Herbert going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The first carry now. This is Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Stop your body.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline. And make.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch the safety creep. Share.
Go.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Herbert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Go. Hey, high 7.
50, march 50, march 50. Here we go, here we go.
Now.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready, break.
44, Mike. Check, check.
Hey, Sam off.
SOS.
Protein spill.
Check, check. Fresno.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 4. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, 10-2.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks,
And that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Check 13.
X3, 218, chopper.
Deuce. Pick the edge. Come.
They'll run it here with Brown. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 4.
Topper.
Wide, get wide.
Get it.
Here's Brown. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Check three. Whip. Watch the whip.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Big edge. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Shoot.
They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Returnable here from the 38. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Hey, red way, red way.
Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Watch Twiz. Watch Twiz. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Ready?
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Now.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
43, 15.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Double tight. Double tight.
Off play action. Herbert. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go. 18 Gator. You. Now.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Target. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. You better bring it. You better bring it.
Yo, go. Rock it.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
From the gun, Herbert. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
61, match box at lights.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 36.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Check. Get it.
They go with Brown. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Kill.
Blue draw Corker.
Kill, turn up.
Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Got it.
50. Check that out.
Leo.
Bust the shit. Check 24.
General West.
Check 37. Shit.
Look. Squeeze. Get it ready.
2nd and 5. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Hey, wahoo!
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Hey, 58.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Okay.
Trickstone, travel.
Check.
They run the counter. Brown. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch safety creep, watch safety creep.
Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, 15.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Here we go. 45.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 87 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Frank Clark, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's able to get it out of there. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow!
Let's go. Hey, check. Kill. Blue dot working.
15!
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, we got 3 yards. 45. Here we go.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Yellow!
Mahomes now on first down. That one complete to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Mahomes now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 26-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hard. Twist. Rush in. Hey.
Right back to Brown. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Wide open, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, lock it.
Check safety, check safety.
Ready?
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. Brown. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Ready, ready.
50's to Mike. That's the pass. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready, set.
Yeah, let's get set. Lunch.
Go.
Set. Alert flare. Switch. Watch the ship.
Fair.
Watch the ship. Kill. Let's go.
On first down, it's Brown. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Hey.
Check. Shift. Go Mike 50.
Fire.
Now a toss coming right side. It's Brown. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still
You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
you